and welcome to another edition of Bring It From the Bottom. Thank God it's Monday. Listen to me, guys. You got to hear this. Number one, listen to me. Number one, I am giving you permission to be great. I'm giving you permission to be everything you were called to be, to do everything that you're capable of doing, to have everything you're supposed to have. I want you to have a house in California if you want one. I want you to have a house in Florida if you want one. I want you to have a house in Australia if you want one. Like, I was going to get my third house and somebody told me, E.T., like, what are you doing? I said, buy another house. Like, my wife has MS. We need to get out of the winter and we need to get some vitamin D. And they were like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I was like, well, you're not me. Come on, guys. Listen to me. You have to be careful when you hang around average people. All they're going to do is tell you what they can't do, and that's okay. If they can't do it, it has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can go from being homeless and high school dropouts to having PhDs, writing books, and becoming the voice of a generation. We can do whatever we believe we can do, and we don't need anybody's permission to do it but ours. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am great. Listen to me, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am phenomenal, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I am going to do great things, and I don't owe anybody an apology. I was created to be great. I was created to do great things. I was created to have great things, and I will no longer ask others for their permission. Listen to me very closely. So, in this journey, the first thing I had to do was to embrace my I am. I had to embrace that, no, I'm not a traditional student, but I'm a student nonetheless. That perhaps I can't do it the way everybody else does it. I'll never forget in the PhD program, a teacher told me, a professor said, you don't think critically enough, and you don't write well enough to do a dissertation. And I didn't get upset. I understood what she meant. She meant that you're not going to be able to do it the traditional route. What she meant was you're not going to be able to use your academic prowess to make this happen. But what she didn't realize, number two, which is important, first, I embraced the I am. Number two, what she didn't realize is that I had average academic skill, but I had phenomenal will. I had average skill, but I had phenomenal will. And so in order for us to have and be and do everything we were born to do is, number one, we have to kill the noise. We have to stop going to other people and looking to other people for their permission to do what only we can do. Listen to me very closely. It's our dream. Nobody's going to see it like you do it. It's your dream. Nobody's going to feel it like you feel it. It's your dream. Nobody's going to be as dedicated to it as you are. It's your dream, and they don't have to understand, and they don't have to like it, and they don't have to do it. It doesn't make a difference. It's your dream, and you, my friend, have been given the task to make it happen, and you can't let anything stop you from doing what you were called to do.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, y'all. I need everybody to unmute themselves. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this right, man. We kicking off the morning strong.
What's happening?
Let's go,
let's go, let's go,
let's go,
let's go.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Good morning. Let's get it. Let's go.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let me get this spotlight going. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. How y'all feeling today? Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat, y'all. If y'all feeling good, I need you to type good in the chat.
Feeling
y'all
good.
Feeling good.
Feeling
I want y'all to put good in the chat.
Great.
Let's go. If y'all feeling great, I want y'all to put great in the chat, man. I want y'all to have high energy today. Today is our first morning call for this week for the Fund Your Freedom Challenge. You know what I mean? Today is gonna be super duper impactful. Everybody mute themselves, please. Everybody mute themselves, please. Or I will have to mute everybody. I don't want to treat y'all like that. You feel me? I want to give y'all that power and control. So please have that respect for yourself and everybody that's in this room. And I want y'all to go in that Telegram chat, right? I want y'all to go in that Telegram chat. I want y'all to let everybody know that we live on the call right now. I want y'all to put we live. Go in the Telegram chat right now. Say we live, tap in, morning accountability call. We want everybody, they mother, they sister, they brother. We want y'all to be tapped in this morning. So today is really not about me. You know, these morning calls are really not about me. These morning calls is about somebody that's super special to me and in the entire community that we've been able to create, which is Coach Crew. For those of you that's not familiar with Coach Crew, you will get familiar with Coach Crew today. You will get familiar with Coach Crew today. For those of you that's not familiar with him, he is our just really our everything, but he specializes in personal development to business development. He's our coach that really helps us understand accountability. Because the truth about it is this: without accountability, we can't see success. We will not have success. Is there a reason why LeBron James have a coach? LeBron James is the greatest basketball player, at least in my opinion. You know, you might debate it, you know what I'm saying, with Jordan or whatever, but in my opinion, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever step foot in that court. Is the reason why he got a coach. Is the reason why 6 coaches on an NBA team. Is the reason why these NFL players got coaches. Is the reason why you need that. Because you need accountability. I want everybody to type accountability in the chat. Everybody type accountability in the chat, y'all. Very important. Is the reason why most of you, right, when we go to the gym, hold on, let me do this. There we go. When we go to the gym, we get a trainer. Why do we get a trainer? Because we need accountability. We need accountability. We need somebody to be able to share our dreams with that's going to be able to hold us accountable when we're not doing the work. Because there's a difference between being motivated and committed, y'all. We're not here to motivate you. We're not here to do that. Like, you should be able to motivate yourself. But the problem is, most of us, we set these goals, right? As soon as New Year's come, we got these New Year's resolutions. How we going to go out there and start that business? We're going to go out there and get into real estate. We're going to get our credit cleaned up. And then by February 1st, 95% of the people that set these goals and New Year's resolutions failed to meet those expectations. And then you look at the goals that you wrote down. These are goals that you set 2-3 years ago, and you just keep repeating it. And it's because we do not have accountability. So this is what these morning calls are about. At night, 7 and I got some special announcements too. I'm gonna make it at the end. But when we have our classes tonight, that's all information and implementation. But these morning calls is about you, and it's about accountability. How many of y'all could see, like, y'all did the homework assignment last night where you went and got those big houses and got the mortgage payments? If you did your homework assignment, I want you to put me in the chat. If you did it, put me in the chat. And I'm gonna have a few people share, not right now, but I'm gonna have a few people share on what that experience was like for them. Like, how did that make them feel? But when you have a vision for yourself, y'all, when you have a vision for yourself, you actually could see yourself. Like, before I became the young mogul, to y'all, I already believed it in my mind. I already seen it. A lot of y'all gotta believe it already. You gotta see it for yourself. And when you have this vision, y'all, you can see something. There's a glass ceiling. I want y'all to understand this, right? There's a glass ceiling when you see a vision. And the reason why it's a glass ceiling, because when you look up, you know what's possible for you, but there's a glass ceiling. And in order for you to get to that next level of your life, you got to break the ceiling. You got to shatter the glass, y'all. But let me know in the chat, what happens when you shatter that glass? What happens when you break the ceiling, y'all? What happens? Let me know. What happens when we do it? There's going to be bloodshed. That's what's going to happen when you shatter that glass. There's going to be hurt. There's going to be trauma. There's going to be pain. There's going to be disruption. But ultimately, it's going to be growth, because now you get into that next level. I'm sharing this with you today because you're going to have some disruption this week. We're going to challenge you. We're going to call you out. We're going to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just letting it be known now, you know, like, I love y'all, but I'm going to hold you accountable. So don't feel offended if there's a homework assignment and you don't get it completed, and I bring you up and I say, what's going on? Why? Because that's the type of accountability we need. And if y'all okay with that, if y'all okay with me treating you how I treat my brother, how I treat my sister, how I treat my wife, how I treat my business partners, if y'all okay with that, just say, I'm cool, Mogul. Put that in the chat. Because I want to treat y'all the same way I treat any of my business partners, anybody around me. We challenge each other to get to that next level, y'all. So again, for your morning accountability calls, Coach Crew, the Mindset Mogul, for those of you who are not familiar with him, you will be familiar with him today. And I'm so excited to be able to bring him up here because he's not only my brother, my blood brother, he's my mentor. He's been my mentor since I was born. I was blessed enough to be able to be born into this world and had a mentor from day one. That's a blessing, y'all. I want y'all to put blessed in the chat. I got somebody that was able to guide me along the way, and I see him go out there and invest in himself to go and change his life. I seen when he was sick. I seen when he was hurt. I seen when he went vegan. I seen him change his life. I seen him impact thousands of people, and now he's a best-selling author. I seen him write all these books and create all these digital assets and create the #1 personal development platform out. I seen him do it with my own 2 eyes, y'all. So this is what I want y'all to do, right? I want everybody to unmute themselves. I'm gonna ask everybody to unmute, and I want y'all to make some noise. I want y'all to go loud. I want y'all to clap it up because we're gonna do this the right way. I want y'all to make some noise. I want y'all to shout out. I want y'all to scream. I want y'all to show Coach Crew some love as I bring him up here to build with y'all. And we're gonna start this thing off. Let's go,
Right
let's
there.
go, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Coach Crew. Let's go. What up, what up? Let's go, Coach Crew.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What you got?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out.
Y'all lit
Bring
this
them
morning.
out,
Y'all
bring them
lit.
out.
I like
Bring
that.
them
I
out.
like that.
Bring them out,
Y'all
bring them
lit
out.
this morning. I like that.
Bring them out,
Y'all
bring them
lit.
out.
Yeah.
Hey, woo! Yeah.
Bring
I
them out,
like
bring them
that.
out, bring them out, bring them out.
Let me hear y'all.
Let's
Let
go.
me hear y'all.
There you go. The king it.
Let me hear y'all,
King
yo.
it.
Here we go. The love is real. The love is real. The love is real. So listen, Coach Crew, the floor is yours. You already know how we operate, but I want to make this very clear for everybody that's new. Matter of fact, if you're not new and you already know Coach Crew and what he do and how he operate, I want y'all to drop love in the chat. Y'all should know what that's about. If you know Coach Crew and you've been impacted by Coach Crew, he done helped you see the light. He done helped you unlock some barriers. I want y'all to drop that love in the chat, y'all. I want y'all to give him his love that he deserves and the flowers that he need to get now, because we wait till it's too late. We lost our dad 2 weeks ago, and we still here pushing. So we loving each other even more now, y'all. But for everybody that's new, everybody that's in the Fun Your Freedom, this is just a test drive. I want y'all to understand that this week is a test drive. Whenever you go buy a new house, you might want to rent it first. You don't want to spend a bunch of money to go on that mansion. You don't want to spend a bunch of money to go get that Lamborghini. You want to rent it first. So this week is about being able to test drive what this environment feels like, what this mentorship feels like. So we actually have accountability calls in the mornings because we understand that, let's just be real, 7% of people that buy courses and mentorship see success. So that means over 90% of people that buy mentorships, courses, and books don't see success. And we realize the reason why most people don't see success is because they don't even believe in themselves. They don't even have the accountability. They don't have the environment to help cultivate the best in them. So that's why we said, not only do we give the information, we do the accountability calls, because we understand that you need people that's going to help keep you going, y'all. So this is a test drive of what we do in our program outside of the information. So with that being said, Coach Crew, the floor is yours. I'm in the background. I hope you kind of navigate this from an admin standpoint, but let's get it, bro.
Absolutely love it. Everybody send Ramel some love in the chat. Drop some love in the chat. Drop those mailbox emojis. Once again, look, my name is Sean Crumay. Before I became the Mindset Mogul, I had to overcome my obstacles. If you're going through something right now, put "that's me" in the chat. Like, I don't know. Maybe you're going through something that you're dealing with. Maybe you find it hard, but guess what? We're all here. I just want you to understand that there's other people around you right now that's going to help you get to your goals. So the biggest thing about me is becoming more effective in less time. That's my whole model. The whole model is how do we become more effective in less time, right? So if you want to make more money in a faster manner, if you want to retire faster. So when we talk about these numbers, right? Like, let's say, how long would it take you to save up $100,000? See, some of y'all getting the game from Smitty right now, right? So we're trying to fast track you, right? We want to be able to show you that it's faster for us to get you access to $100,000 quicker than your job can pay you, or faster than you can save it. So that's called becoming more effective in less time. Now, how long does it take for you to retire? Most people retire at the age, 65? That's maybe you work 45 years, 40 years, 35 years. We want to show you how to retire yourself in 5 years. We want to show you how to become a millionaire in 2 years. Like, these are the things that we want to offer to you because we've done it, right? Everything that we talk about has been documented, has been proven. Being that this is an accountability call, I'm not going to go too deep into my story. But as you get to know me across the next 5 days, we're going to build, and literally I'm the person that's going to help you be the best version of you, right? Why? Because that's my goal. My goal is to create a world full of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity, right? So Fund Your Freedom Challenge is right on board, right in alignment with my assignment. All right. So I love that. Somebody said iPhone, what was iPhone? That said it. Say you want to retire in your 30s. First thing I'm gonna say right now for everybody, you got to pay attention to detail. Everybody put detail in the chat. Everybody put detail in the chat because it's about the detail. First thing I want you to do is change your name. If your name says iPhone, put your actual name in. In fact, not only do I want you to put your name, I want you to put your IG handle next to it. So if you see mine has mine set Mogul first, and then it has my name in it, right? But what I want you to do is I want you to put your name first, and then I want you to put your handle. It could be your business name, it could be your website, but just put some information where people can find you. Why? Because as you comment, as you chime in, as you get active inside the chat, people are going to notice you. When I bring you up on stage, what we call it, to speak, you're going to also be able to advertise yourself as well, right? Becoming more effective in less time. So the way to become more effective in less time, and I want y'all to write these down. We're going to call these crew notes, right? So, and Ramel did a great job of edifying me. So, that's why I'm kind of just getting right to the point, y'all. It's power to the point. Actually, it's power to the point. I'm going to drop gems all day. So the thing is this. It's really understanding that strategic partnerships, right? Strategic partnerships is key. So the primary focus is becoming more effective in less time. The primary pathway to becoming more effective in less time is strategic partnerships. Now, as a result of strategic partnerships becoming more effective in less time, we get what we call multiple streams of income. How many people want multiple streams of income? If you want multiple streams of income, say that's me. If you want multiple streams of income, I want you to put how many streams of income you want to put in the chat. You want to have in the life. Put it in the chat right now. How many streams of income do you want to have in your life? Put it in the chat. Don't go to cliche 7. I see y'all already going to 7. Do not go to 7. That's what I'm talking about. Push the boundaries. Unlimited. 100. As many as I can. Right. There we go. We're aiming for what? We're thinking higher, y'all. So I do have a presentation to share because today is all about giving yourself permission to really succeed, giving yourself permission to be the person that says, I'm going to get the life that I truly want, right? And the only way you're going to get the life that you truly want is by becoming a person that earns the right to have that experience. You said I froze?
Nah, you good, bro. Keep rolling. You good.
So it's really about becoming the person to earn the right to have the experience. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, and this is no disrespect to anybody. They know this already. That's why they bring me in. But if we give you $100,000, but you can't manage $100, what happens to the $100,000? If you can't manage the $100,000, how can you get the $1 million? If you want to have $1 million, but you're not $1 million person, it's just a dream, right? So it's really about putting ourselves in a position to articulate well enough so that way we do the things that we're supposed to do, and then it happens, right? So what are you saying, crew? What are you saying right now? So before, like I said, before I get to the presentation, I just want to prime your mind for something. Why? Because all of this is mindset. You just proved my point. Look, so when Smitty's talking about giving out the game, Ramel's talking about getting to self-storage, Boone is talking about residential, like understand it's all mindset. Because if you don't become the real estate investor, you can't do it. If you don't become the person that earns the right to have the experience, you do not get the experience. So how do you become the person that earns the right to have the experience? You got to understand and use your mind like the GPS. Your mindset is the GPS to success. Write this down. I want everybody to write down these crew notes. Write down your crew notes. Your mindset is the GPS to success, right? Be more, do more, have more. 100%, 100%. We care about having more, but what does God care about us? Being. So when you become more, you're able to do more, therefore able to have more, right? So the thought about this, right, is literally understanding language. So language, you may not think, in fact, I don't want to guess. Let me have somebody raise their virtual hand right now. Who thinks language is important? And I want to know why. Ramel, just call on somebody. I don't want to have to keep going back and forth on the screen.
I got you, bro. Don't worry. I got you. Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh. Let's get it.
Can you repeat the question again, sir?
I got you. One thing I liked about Manny Fresh yesterday on the call was he gave us the name Manny Fresh, so that way it becomes what? More memorable, right? So that's becoming more effective in less time. A lot of times you give out your first name. Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm Sean. Okay, cool. 2 minutes later, what did you say your name was? Oh, I'm Mindset Mogul. Then it's like, okay, damn, all right, I kind of got that. Manny Fresh is a play off of the Big Timers, right? So now you know it. So cool, great stuff. This is the question. How important is language?
Language is very important because at the end of the day, we all have to communicate. You don't have to be the smartest in the room, but you do not have to get through to somebody or somebody get through to you. So communication is very powerful, especially in this investment space. It's all about building relationships.
100%. Relationships are key. What did I say earlier, right? Strategic partnerships. Everybody drops strategic partnerships in the chat. And this is how crazy my game gets, right? At the end, like if you was to save every mantra that we're giving you, if I say, yo, put this into the chat, right? And you start writing this down, if you was to save each and every one of them at the end of my talk, at the end of my speech, at the end of this segment, you could put it together as one whole mantra. That's how crazy the game is. That's how impactful the game is. That's how in alignment I am with my assignment, right? So I'm just giving y'all a heads up to do that. So great stuff. Everybody send some love in the chat for Manny Fresh. Every time somebody comes up here.
Real quick, coach. Manny, I want you to drop your Cash App right now. We're going to send you some money for lunch today, just for moving with speed. You was on top of it. We want to reward action takers. We want to reward people that's moving with speed. So drop your Cash App. We're going to send you some lunch money today, all right? Let's get it.
All right, great stuff. Great. Love that. So remember, as we come up and we share, what I want everybody to do is send somebody love, right? So after Manny Fresh said what he said, send them love right in the chat, right? Send that beautiful positive energy, because as we put out that energy, we get back that energy. As we encourage the next person to be better, by them becoming better, we all become better. By Ramel studying real estate, taking the time out, while Smitty is taking the time out to be the person that is the guinea pig when it comes to the funding, right? They're learning, they're becoming better. And as a result, they share that beautiful energy. Now other people become better, right? That's the goal. We're going to make each other better. So always send each other love, because this is a loving community. All right, cool. Let's continue to go. Who else hands do we have up? How important is language?
Right here, founder of Noricon Company. I think we said that right. You got to announce that for us, King. Let's go. Unmute yourself. Hold on. Let's see. There you go.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Raheem. I'm the founder and CEO of Noricon Technology. From Philly, but I relocated to Jacksonville, Florida after I got out of the Navy. And I'm here for the same reason everybody else is. I'm dreaming for success, and I'm trying to make that dream real. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
All right. The question is, how important is language?
Language is extremely important, because language is actually makes people more intelligent, to just if you understand what people are talking about. I've been in various industries throughout my career, but every industry that you go in, you have to know the terminology. One thing can mean the same exact thing in another language or in another terminology or in another field. But if you don't know what that word means, you won't have any idea on what you need to do or how you need to proceed. So that's why language is important. So you
Okay,
can know.
let me get one more person. But in the meantime, everybody send some love to King. Great stuff, King. Great stuff. Let me get one more person. How important is language? And remember, we're asking everything that we're doing. We're strategically laying this out for you in order for you to be successful.
Keena, what's up, Keena? We can't hear you.
Okay, D, I see D in the chat. I like that. What's up with Keena? What's going on?
She was next up, but I guess we got to circle back to you. We got to
All right, we'll circle back.
I got something for Keena actually, because Keena was the first person that moved with speed last night and posted up her screenshots of her approvals. So I want you to talk about that and drop your Cash App. So we're gonna swing back around with you as well, but make sure you get that microphone figured out. Like maybe log off and log back in. All right, let's get it. Who we got? Let's see, Bobby in. Douglas. Bobby in. Did I say it right?
Unmute. You can hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
Okay, good morning. So the question was, how important is language?
How important is language?
The language, I would say, is very important just because everyone speaks, different, depending on who you may be in a room with. They may have a different ethnicity. You want to be able to articulate well where others can understand you. You want to be able to, just speak, like basically, I would just say like articulate so that others can understand you, and then that you're listening to understand, others, because it just helps with conversation overall, and conversation is just important when you're trying to communicate with a person to get them to, I don't know how to go into depth of what I'm saying, but I would say for articulation, that's why I would think language, because I'm thinking more so of like English, Spanish, and this and that. But is that good enough?
All right, so I'm loving it. Like, honestly, like, look, nothing is wrong that everybody's saying. Everybody's saying bits and pieces of it, right? So now I want to kind of bring some what we would call spontaneity involved, right? So your background, what's your background about?
My background, as far as just my work history?
No, my bad, I'm sorry. Your Zoom background that says this week is about me, right? What's this background pertaining to?
Okay, so that's from last night. That was part of the homework assignment, just pretty much to dedicate this week to ourselves and, put ourselves first. ROI, I don't know if you can see that part, return on investment. They told us to put that as our screensaver, just to be like a reminder of ourselves to focus on our goals this week.
So hopefully y'all picking up. Everybody pick up what we're saying right now, right? This is where we do the real work in real time to get real results. So do you know why that's there? Do you know why that's given to you?
Yes.
Why?
I feel like as a reminder, just to kind of keep it fresh in your mind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I need to be focusing on. Like, last night I was about to get on TikTok and I had the screensaver, so I'm like, oh, let me go and look at houses on Zillow. Like, it was just a reminder, like, okay, let me go do this. Even though I had already did the homework assignment, I'm interested in trying to get a multifamily property, for investing. So I just was up all night just looking at properties, prices. So it's just basically, I would say, a reminder for myself, just to kind of, like they were saying, no TV, none of this other stuff. Like, we need to be focused on whatever we need to be doing this week to make sure we accomplish our goals, and that our investment, we get a return like as soon as possible if we put the work in,
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I love that. How explicit can I be with y'all? Like, if I could be super honest, super real, can y'all be coachable right now? Can I really give y'all actionable things that'll take your life and add levels to your game right now? Can I actually do that?
Please.
How explicit can I be with you, Queen?
As explicit as you can get.
Okay, I love it. So this is a coaching moment. This goes for everybody, right? But you're going to get the most out of it because you raised your hand to get value. So there's power in getting to the point, right? So I'm going to ask this question. How complicated of an answer was that? It doesn't have to be complicated at all. I just want to know from your perspective.
As far as the background, it wasn't really complicated to me.
Right. So it's easy, right? Like it's easy to, all right, cool, to understand that, to articulate that. That's how life is, right? It's just an interpretation and there's nothing wrong, right? So that's why it's easy, because there's no right or wrong. When you look at it, this is how it works though. Answer it again, and this time answer it within one sentence. Why is that your background? So go ahead.
Okay, so language is not language. The week is about me is my background for a reminder to myself to stay focused on what I need to accomplish this week.
All right, love it. So now how important is language?
Language is important because it helps you to be able, language is important because I'm stuck.
Yo, look, y'all seeing it in real time. Don't, Queen. First of all, you got the baby with you. I'll send you a lot of love, yo. This is good. This is good. You got this. Everybody send some love and encouragement in the chat, because
Hold on, coach. Let's do this. Let's let everybody unmute and let's everybody show us some love. Let's let them know that I know you got this. I want everybody to unmute. Say you got it. You got it. You got it. All right, we're gonna get this going, y'all. Unmute.
You got it.
I got this.
You got it.
You got
You got this, girl.
You got it.
You got it.
You got this.
Much love.
Let's go. Let's
Queen.
got this.
You got it.
You're doing it.
Real time.
You
Real
good.
time, mommy. Let's go.
Got
Mommy,
it.
Anna, let's
Come
go.
on,
Let's get
Over there.
All right, coach, you got it.
Right. Appreciate that love, everybody. So, Queen, so when we're doing this exercise, right, this is not to, ostracize you or anything. This is really to stretch you, to put you in a position of power, right? And the reason why I'm having you go through this is because as humans, we complicate everything, but it's really a simple formula, right? It's really a simple formula. So what happens is this: when you get straight to the point, there's power in it, right? Because it pushes a direction. Your perception gives you direction. Everybody put that in the chat. Perception gives you direction. Once again, this is one of the mantras that you can add to that long list of mantras, right? So the thought I want everybody to have is this: language creates your reality. If you disagree, put disagree in the chat. If you agree, put agree in the chat. Language creates your reality. If you disagree, put disagree in the chat. If you agree, put agree in the chat. Here's the formula to it, y'all. This is why Ramel, Boone, Smitty have this background, because they understand this fundamental principle. Your language creates the thoughts. The thoughts produce a belief. You believe you can, or whether you believe you can't, it produces an action. The action then gives off and creates a result, and that result is your life. Let me say that again so everybody can get that. This is why this is important. This is why giving yourself permission is important, because what's permeating through your mouth is going to be your mission. Permission. What's permeating through your mouth, through your mind, is going to be your mission. When you say you can't, I promise you, your mind will figure out a way that you can. When you say you can, I promise you, your mind will figure out a way you can. So when you say this week is about me, the language is giving you the direction. Okay, so now it turns into a thought. Okay, damn, I have to make sure that this week I'm taking care of myself. Okay, yeah, I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do. And then what happens out of that thought? Belief. So now you go take an action off of that belief, because there's no action without belief. You could disagree or agree. Try to prove it. Try to prove me wrong, right? I would love for somebody to prove me wrong. Cash app them if you could prove me wrong, Ramel. So the thing is, when you look at it, right, from this idea, thoughts, beliefs, actions, result, then you understand, whoa, the biggest, most impactful domino is the way that I speak. Most people said language, right, is to communicate, but who are you communicating to? You're communicating to yourself first. Communicate yourself first. See, because here's the thing. if you can't listen and be disciplined and consistent within yourself, how can you do that with partners? How can you do that with someone else? How can you do that with team? So once again, y'all, language is super important because it creates my reality. Everybody put language creates my reality in the chat. Once again, anytime I'm telling you to put these things in the chat, at the end of this call, you can line them all up together. You can say it as one whole mantra, and I promise you, it makes total sense, right? So once again, if you're picking up what I'm putting down right now, put some fires in the chat, put some love in the chat, drop some mailbox emojis in the chat. I want to see who I'm talking to. I want to know if my people is here, right? I want to see if my people of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity is here. All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to Queen.
Thank you, Bobby. And look, also, I love the fact that you stood here, you took the accountability, and you stretched yourself. And I just want you to know that you are a representation for 185 other people that's in this room that understood this and needed that. I just want you to know that. And I'm gonna send you some money so you could go and get some lunch today as well. So you drop your Cash App, put it in the chat, and we got you. We want to thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right.
Thank you.
So in real time, we're looking at how language creates a reality. Asked you a question, you came up here. First of all, you wanted to, right? Your language allowed you to even be up here to even express yourself. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to provide self-expression and a platform where you realize, okay, my words matter. So everybody put in the chat, everything I do matters, right? Your words matter. And if your words matter, you'll start to realize everything that you have in your life now is a culmination of your life, of your words, right? So when I say give yourself permission, what type of thoughts are permeating it through your mind, through your reality, in order for you to have a new mission? So what mission do you want? Everybody drop some goals in the chat while I pull up my presentation. Everybody drop some goals in the chat. Actually, first, before I even do all of that, I want Sunshine to come up. And Sunshine is our accountability advisor. So she's a person that's going to be able to help you through the accountability calls, right? And while we go through this, she's just going to pretty much read out what to expect from these accountability calls. I know Ramel did a great job of lining it down. I just want to follow the protocol. All right. So Sunshine, if you are here, please come up and just give everybody the intention. Introduce yourself real fast and give everybody the intention.
Grand Rising family, I am absolutely psyched. I'm Sunshine, everybody. I'm your accountability advisor. I'm going to be here to help you to be accountable for the actions that you need to take as far as assisting and helping to align you with your goals. But I'm just psyched up at looking at the screen at all the people that actually showed up for themselves today. It's over 180 people in here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I'm loving it. So basically with this program, what you need to expect at this time, this is a 5-day program, family. This is a 5-day program that's designed to fund your freedom and accelerate your financial growth. So you're going to get customizable accountability practices and assignments that's going to fit your unique needs. And you're also going to get goal setting templates. And you're going to get us, a supportive community, to help you reach your goals. Why is all of that important, family? It's important because accountability plays a major role, and it's essential in achieving your personal and professional financial success. We know this. This program also provides the resources and support that you need to stay on track and make and reach real-time progress towards your financial goals. You're going to work on building your habits that's going to help you all produce real-time results and transform your life through leadership. And how can you transform your life? So you're going to be able to learn to use debt as a tool, family. You're going to learn to use your debt as a tool for wealth and accelerate your financial growth. You're also going to be able to work together with others in your community to build and accomplish your financial goals and to create strategic partnerships. You're going to hear a lot about strategic partnerships, and your strategic partnerships will help you to reach new levels of financial success. You will also learn to hold yourself accountable. That's why we are here this morning on these accountability calls. We are holding ourselves accountable and build the habits that you need that's going to lead you to your freedom and your financial success. As far as the length of time that we have going on in here, this is a 5-day intensive. Y'all have 5 intensive days. Make sure you focus. It's designed to provide maximum results in a short amount of time, family. And inside your 5-day intensive, you will get these accountability calls. You're going to get different practices. You're going to get some assignments as well as strategy calls and much, much more. Just make sure you continue to keep showing up for yourself as you have. Y'all are doing amazing. I love what I'm seeing so far. And today is just day 1. And day one, we're focusing on, you heard the King Crew speak, giving yourself permission to succeed. And so in that, you're going to learn to give yourself permission to succeed and overcome your limiting belief, your limiting beliefs that hold you back from achieving financial success. And that's our day one. We look forward to this week with y'all. I absolutely love it. Keep showing up. King Crew, we back at you, King.
100%, 100%. Great stuff, Sunshine. Everybody send some love in the chat for Sunshine if you haven't already. And we only got about 10 more minutes left, y'all. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and then we're pretty much going to go through a few things. But if you are platinum, put on platinum in the chat, right? Remember, the language is what's creating a reality. So if you are not platinum, why aren't you platinum? What are you saying? Because I don't have the money? Is that something that you're saying to yourself? Because if you say that to yourself, what happens, y'all? You don't have the money, right? So if you're not platinum, I want you to upgrade to platinum today. As soon as we get off the call, upgrade to platinum. That's your homework assignment. Why? Because language will create your reality. If you are platinum, guess what? It's not about the money, right? It's about the payoff. It's about what are you going to receive? What's going to happen? Because positive impact creates what? Positive income. So you already understand this. So let me start sharing my screen with everybody so that way we could just go through something so you could have something to see, right? But I want to share this presentation real fast. Let me know when y'all can see my screen. If y'all can see my screen, Ramel, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
All right, let me get myself out the screen. All right, cool. So day one, once again, giving yourself permission to succeed. This is huge, y'all. This is crucial. Remember, what did we say? Whatever thoughts that's permeating, whatever language that's permeating through your mind is going to be your mission, right? So what are we doing? First of all, we need to understand what permission is, right? It's the act of allowing yourself to do something or have something that you desire. What it is that you desire. That's why I ask you, put your goals in the chat. Some people said self-storage facility. Some people said 100K monthly. Like, be real about this, y'all. Like, when I say be real, it really means just recognize what you're actually doing. Recognize what you truly want. Recognize the person that you are. So that way you can get what you're asking for. So permission, this is just based on your desire. What do you truly want, right? And we gave out some reasons why permission is important earlier, right? But it's going to help you overcome your limiting beliefs. So when you start thinking that I can't, I need you to think that I can. How are you going to do that? You're going to do that through community. One thing that I realized upon doing research, 91% of new entrepreneurs fail due to a lack of community, right? They're trying to figure it out on their own. So everybody put community in the chat. The root word of community is what? Unity, right? Unity, togetherness. Why? Because when you understand, you're not going to do it by yourself. You're going to do it with other people. One of the things that I realized was all the money that I wanted was in somebody else's pocket, so I had to find a way to add value. All the money that you want is in somebody else's pocket. In fact, all the money that you have in your pocket is not even yours. It belongs to somebody else, right? You're going to give it away, right? And the thing is, all of your money is out there. Like, if think about it this way. If all the money that you want in the world is in other people's pockets, it's only one of you. So you could only hold but so much in your pockets, but what about the world collectively? If just everybody in the world gave you $1, if you created $1 product, how much money can you actually make, right? But it's not about the money. It's about the impact. It's about the permission. It's about the language. It's about what are you doing in order to get to that level. So it's about limiting your limiting beliefs. See, because guess what? Unsuccessful people believe their doubts and doubt their beliefs. But successful people, they doubt their doubts and they believe their beliefs. So please understand, if you're unsuccessful, you probably have been a person that's been having negative self-talk. Drop this in the chat. No more negative self-talk, right? No more negative self-talk. So when you see this woman right here breaking down this wall, this might be some of your friends and family. You might be talking to your friends and family like, yo, I'm on a Fund Your Freedom Challenge. Yo, it's so amazing. I've been inside the master classes. I mean, Smitty's giving us games. I got funded. You know, you could get it too. And they're like, yeah, that's a scam. Don't do it. How many of y'all got that? How many of y'all told somebody and they told you it was a scam? All right, how many of you shared this dream with somebody they told you couldn't do it? How many of you told people that you were going to be amazing and you did it, but they didn't believe that you could? In fact, how many of you are on your journey right now who you have significant others who don't believe in you? Please understand, nobody's going to believe in you until you get to the point where you believe in you. See, I believe that everybody's a star and everybody's a star of their own movie. And when we come together, we co-star, right? We create a galaxy of superstars. It's all about the alignment, right? Now, when I thought about this, I said, when I became a star was when I realized everybody else was one. So one of my mentors and coaches, Lisa Nichols, I don't know if anybody knows Lisa Nichols here, but she's pretty big. And when she told me, you have to understand where you're going before you even get there. Just like, you know, when you get into the car and you say, okay, I'm headed to the gas station. You don't start at the gas station. You start from wherever your car was and you take it inch by inch, mile by mile, till you get to that gas station. Same thing with your destination. Same thing with your journey, right? You're not going to have the $1 million next week. You're not going to have $1 million at the end of this 5 days. But you understand it's a journey. You're taking the steps into the journey. Everybody put in the chat, I'm taking steps into my journey. The reason why we have these accountability calls is because we're building community. If I'm being honest with you, I think I'm more motivated with community. I think I'm more motivated when other people can challenge me. I think I'm more motivated when I have other people around me with what we call like-minded individuals doing the same or similar things, right? If we have a whole community of entrepreneurs, how far can you truly go? Your resources are unlimited. Like we give you the backdoor methods, you get the plays, but if you're not overcoming your limited beliefs of being able to execute the plays, you'll never get the plays and you'll never get to play as the main character in your movie. All right. Some of y'all say, yeah, I got a lot of pain, but guess what? Pain is part of the picture. Pain is part of the picture. When you're a star, pain is part of the picture. When you just star your own movie, pain is part of the picture. But guess what? You take that pain, you turn it into your power. And now guess what? You can truly transform your life and live in your paradise. So that's the beauty of life. It's going to give you some obstacles or what you think are setbacks, but these are really setups, right? So what's your next setup, right? Whatever you're going through right now is the next setup. When you say you don't have the money, this is a setup for you to push harder to get the money. If you say you can't go platinum, I need you to go platinum. I need you to find a way. I need you to get creative enough to be the person that's resourceful to have everything that you want in your life. I need you to understand that your life depends on your participation. You are the most important person in your world. And if you don't show up that way, then you don't get the life you deserve. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Everybody put that in the chat. Everybody put, I'm overcoming my limiting beliefs. So here's an exercise for y'all to take on. I want everybody to take a few minutes after this call. You can start now, but I want you actually start now. But, you know, take a few minutes. Write down your limited beliefs. We would have you come up. I'm not gonna do that now. I might hold an extensive session if we want to do that later. But just right now, I'm just saying, take a moment to write down your limiting beliefs. And then I want you to write down your positive affirmations that's gonna help you overcome those limiting beliefs. And I want you to find an accountability partner this week. Each day, I want you to find a new partner. So how many partners should you have? Total? 5. 5 partners total, right? So what was the exercise again? Take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. Somebody put this into the put this into the Telegram, right? Write down your limiting beliefs and your positive affirmations. That's going to help you overcome that. All right. So recap. Once again, you are the success story. You are the star of your movie. Your glory will be shown through your story, right? You are the person that's most important in your life. And if you start to do this, if you start to be the most active participant in your life, realizing that all you got to do is be resourceful and creative. Just like when it's time to go to the club, when you want to pop bottles, you get creative, right? You want to add this person, add that person, so the bill becomes lower, only pay 50. You want to go on vacation, you want to rent the mansion out, how much? $150 from each person, right? Like, get creative with this. If your credit is not in order, get somebody who credit is. Maybe you don't have the credit, but you got the work ethic. Maybe you don't have the work ethic, but you got the credit. But I'm telling you right now, you should have the work ethic. You should be well-rounded. But I'm just saying, for right now, be as resourceful as possible. Everybody put I am resourceful in the chat. So giving yourself permission to succeed is an important step towards achieving your financial goals, right? Achieving your financial success, achieving financial prosperity. So challenging yourself to be the best person. So that way, when you find obstacles that come your way, you understand it's just preparation for my destination. When you hit the gym, y'all, the weights don't move themselves, right? Y'all think y'all heard ET say this. The weights don't move themselves. You got to run up to them weights and you got to start stretching your muscles. So this is the time for you to stretch. So in the next 5 days, I'm going to be real with you. If you was inside of our cash flow boot camp, then you understand that in the next 5 days, we're going to jam pack you with so much information and so much work that you're probably going to do more in the next 5 days than you have in the last 5 months. This is not a fake. This is not a fluff. This is a real deal. This is real. All right. And one thing I want everybody to do is this. I want y'all to have fun. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now, but I really want y'all to have fun. Right. Most people talk about being serious. I don't want y'all to be serious. Right. I don't want y'all to be serious. I want y'all to have fun. Right. Because when you feel, you make it real. When you feel, everybody put this in the chat. When you feel, you make it real. So if you have a feeling that I'm going to be successful, and you do the things that's necessary, guess what? You will be successful. Before I became a mindset mogul, before Rebel became young mogul, we had these visions young. We started our first company still in high school, right? We started our first company still in high school. Ramel was vice president in high school. You understand? So this is not new. Everybody here has the capabilities of becoming the person that they want to be. But guess what? Your life does not change by chance. It changes by action. It changes by change. It changes by transformation. It changes by doing what you said you were going to do, which is integrity. So this is what I want to do as we come to a close. I want everybody just to unmute themselves, make some noise, clap it up, because you're about to fund your freedom. And I want you to scream it. I want everybody to hear you. I don't care if you're at work right now. I want people to hear you. I want people to say, fund your freedom.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Your
freedom.
Let's
Fund your freedom.
Your freedom
So
family.
thank you.
Let's go. Let's go, family.
Mailbox Millionaires.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
We
Let's
here. We
go.
here.
Let's go. My freedom. Yeah. Woo.
All right. Absolutely love that. Absolutely.
Coach, I want to make this
What's
clear
up, bro?
really quick. I'm going to drop the upgrade link. Whoever's dropping links in the chat, that's not the upgrade link. Making it clear now. I'm going to remove you. So I'm making it very clear. If it's not the upgrade link, and you know it's an affiliate, do not say it's an upgrade link when it's not. Because I will remove you. It's the one time I'm saying it. I'm not going to say it again. But keep going, Coach.
Yeah, they try to get creative, but we want to be respectful, right? Try to get resourceful, but we want to be respectful, right? Please understand that, everybody. So as we close, right, you're free to go now, but what I want to do is if anybody want to stay for some extra value, I want to bring up a few people and just ask, was this call helpful to you? Like, do you need more of this? Would you like to have more community? Would you like to be even more connected? Because once again, this is just a fraction of what we offer. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to overload you. We just want to give you a nice dosage, a nice amount for you to take and be successful with throughout this day, right? So if you want more, put more in the chat, but raise your virtual hand and let's bring some people up, Ramel. And Ramel, too, I know you got some meetings too that you're supposed to jump on. So we're going to close out early, but
yeah,
you can go ahead.
So we actually over-delivered today, you know, the meetings are typically not 30 minutes, right? But we did a little longer because of the first day. We want to kind of set the tone and give y'all those expectations. But going forward, it will be 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time. Coach, we can close up at 9:30. If it's cool with y'all, can we get 9 more minutes of y'all time? If that's cool, just put cool in the chat. We want to be very respectful of your time. They said cool. All right.
Love it.
And then one thing I'm gonna announce. So VIP and platinum, the Q&A, we said we was going to do it at 7:30, but because we want to over deliver, we really want to give y'all as much as possible. We are going to be doing Q&A starting at 7 p.m. for the rest of this week. So we're going to give you an extra 30 minutes of Q&A. So 7 to 8 p.m. tonight, we're going to have our Q&A, and then we'll go into day one. It's going to be Smitty tonight. Gonna be giving y'all the game on how to clean your credit and go get funded tonight. But before that, we got the Q&A that starts at 7. So we giving y'all extra 30 minutes that we wasn't even planning on doing. But I spoke to Boone and Smitty yesterday. They like, yo, this group is on fire. Last night, kickoff was crazy, y'all. Let's get them an extra 30 minutes. So if y'all cool with that, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to swing it back to you, Coach. Let's get it. I'll bring up whoever you need me to.
Yeah, just to say that, just to tap on that, y'all. We're gonna give you everything that you need to be successful, but please stretch yourself. Please, like, challenge yourself to do everything that we're asking you to do, everything that we're requesting or suggesting to do, because it's only in your best interest. That's the reason why we created this, right? To give you the most support, so that way you can feel confident, because confidence is that key. Confidence creates execution, y'all. And that's what we want to provide to y'all. We want to provide y'all with so much confidence, you feel like you're unstoppable. You feel like you can do anything. So that's the whole goal. Let's bring up the first person, 30 seconds or less. And yes, we're doing 30 seconds or less.
And you got to have your cameras on in order for us to bring you up. So if you want to be able to be on the stage, your camera has to be on, just FYI. All right. So the first person I see, Ashley.
Yes. How
What's up, Ashley?
Okay. Now, I'm sorry again, because it was going in and out.
Can you hear us now?
Hello? I hear you.
All right. So the question is, what value did you get today?
Well, the value that I received today was about language for yourself. No negative self-talk to yourself about what you're doing. Only positive. We have no limits. You could only put a cap on yourself when you speak negatively. So I know that I have no limits, and I'm really thankful that you all put together this 5, because it's not only going to help change my life and my kids' lives, it's going to help me change other people's lives too. My circle. If I grow, my circle grow.
Everybody send some love in the chat. It's 100% accurate, right? Oh, I thought you was done, Queen, because it was cutting off. Can anybody hear her clearly, or is it just?
Yeah, it's going in and out. Everybody show Ashley some love. Everybody show us some love. Right, keep rolling.
Yo, 30 seconds.
Let's bring up 2 more people before we go, and then we'll close out.
All right, 30 seconds or less. Here we go.
Who's up? iPhone, change our names, bro. I need to see names.
You gotta skip.
He got his phone number and all that. What's up, bro? What's your name? iPhone 713?
Yo, my name Eric Causey. How you doing?
Bless. You got to change your name on it.
Yeah, I know. I got that going. It's gonna be changed today, sir. For sure.
Go, Coach.
All right.
Blessings to you, Kings.
Blessing, King. So, what value did you get from today?
The value that I got today was basically like giving myself permission to do what I need to do to handle business, and the mindset, changing your mindset, basically your language, what you speak, how you speak it, how you receive things. So basically just, everything about that. Then I got some more right here with like my thoughts, my beliefs, that's the result, just believing what you guys are giving me and using that and taking heed to that and utilizing it so I could be successful in what I'm doing and what I'm trying to be.
100%. Everybody send some love to Eric. Great stuff, King. 100%. this is the thing, y'all. When you write down these notes, you want to implement them ASAP, right? So technically what happens is after 43 minutes, you kind of lose what you learned, right? So in a sense, there's a percentage of it. The percentage is 68% of what you learn within an hour span. So that's like 43 minutes. That's the hour, 43 to an hour span time. Like, so when you actually learn something, see yourself doing the activity that you learn. So when in an example like this, right? When you say overcome your limiting beliefs, like actually visualize yourself getting through whatever it is that you're going through, right? So that's a practice that everybody can actually apply right now. And then what happens is your brain records that for what we call memory. And now once you have that as memory, you're able to continuously use that as a tool. So we're going to help you take your mindset, turn it into a tool set. So that way it will lead you to creating those cash flowing assets. Everybody send love to Eric. And Eric, what's your goal, Eric? What do you want to accomplish out of this Fund Your Freedom Challenge? Oh, you're on mute still.
Oh, there we go. So my goal basically out of this is just to get, learn how to get business funding, learn how to create more businesses for myself, to think outside the box and not just be limited. Because, a lot of times I think that I got to be focused on one thing and one thing and get that and master that. But it's not about that. It's about having multiple streams and just having the tools and the right things to be able to access those. So I can, have multiple streams of income. And I appreciate all the love that y'all giving and all the knowledge and the nuggets that y'all giving to help us to succeed that. So basically my goal is to create more streams of income for me and my family.
Okay, love that. But one thing I want you to do focus on, like we want to create multiple streams of income off of one acquisition. So it's not about having real estate, then having car cleaning services, and then adding, no, it's about having one acquisition. And from that one acquisition, we just keep finding ways to become more effective in less time, more effective. And Ramel and Smitty and Boone are going to go through that throughout the week. So great stuff, King. Let's continue to go. Everybody send some love to King. Eric, get your name.
Let's bring up two more people. Y'all want to do this in 30 seconds or less because we want to get as much views as possible, but we got to close up at 9:30. So 30 seconds or less, two more people. Bobby, you want to come back up? That you had your hand. Is that the same? You had it up already, or you want to come back up? You good? Oh, let me see. I don't know. There you go.
It was up from earlier. I was saying I can on the value though that I received this morning. So I would say the value from this accountability call, number one, was definitely like no negative talk, no doubt. I would just say that, no doubt. Like sometimes you just have doubt in your mind, just positive energy. Take action as soon as you get direction to do this or that. Instantly go ahead and take action, and don't waste no time, just quick on your feet with everything this week.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There you go. She got better already. Right to it. Let's go. Everybody show Bobby some love. All right, Jasmine. Jasmine gonna be the last person, and then we gotta close up shop. Jasmine, what's going on? Talk to me. Talk to us.
Oh, I wasn't sure which Jasmine you was talking about. Hi, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to be honest, I missed a little bit. I was doing homework last night, and so I did catch the last like 20 minutes. But from what I did get was the limiting belief. So I know that's something that sometimes I do still doubt myself, even though I have accomplished a lot. But, being in this group was something that I was like, you know what? Even though I do know a lot of information, it's always good to keep learning. So the affirmations for me is keep learning. And this is something that me and my son are going to be doing together. So you'll see him tonight. But also just hearing everybody, and we all have struggles, and we all have sometimes, even with success, it's just a little bit of something there. So for me, it's just getting over that and knowing that, you might not have your certain family members that's going to believe in you. But for me, that what came with my son. So my son became my belief person. So So I'm just here to continue to build, and hopefully I get some more than 5 networking people. I'm in Philly, well, right outside of Philly. So, I'm just here to make sure I get here and continue to execute.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody show Jasmine some love. And Jasmine always outside with her son. Everywhere I go, you be outside. We bumping into each other. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
Let's get it. All right, coach.
All right. Great stuff, everybody. We're getting ready to close up. But before we do, just want to leave y'all with this thought. Like, the brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, right? So what I would say is this: just envision yourself creating that next best thing in the world. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, just make it up in your mind, right? Just get playful with the imagination, because there's 4 levels to really making business, right? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? So the highest level of business is the person that uses the imagination, the creator. The person that uses the imagination, they get paid the most and has the most impact, right? So they have the most income and the most impact. The person under that is a communicator, right? That's the person, they still have a great life. They still get the life they want to get to travel, do everything they want to do, but they just have a little bit less impact and a little bit less income than the person who created the idea, the person who used the imagination to start that thing. Now, this is where we start to find more people at. There's more people at the manager level, and there's even more people at the implementation level, right? So the manager level is a little bit higher than the person that's implementing the idea, but they still have to be bound by time. They still have to be, trade time for money, right? They have a little bit more impact than the person that implements the idea, and only a little bit more money, right? And then the implementer is the person that we see every day. That's the person that work at the retail store. That's the person that work in Best Buy. That's the person that has the office job, right? Those people, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just if you identify at any of these levels, there's hope and there's promise that you can move up to these next levels, right? So understanding the implementer gets paid the least and they have the least impact, but guess what? They do the most work, y'all. So if you find yourself being overworked and underpaid, then it's time to work higher, right? So I don't want y'all to think about working harder. How many people y'all know that say work harder, but they still broke? How many people that y'all know that say work harder, but they've been oppressively subjected to struggle, right? You want to work higher, right? You want to be at a higher level. So start to use your imagination. Use your imagination. Go back to using your imagination. Create anything. Before planes were created, they said we couldn't fly. Now we take flights for free across the world. Now we take flights for free. You understand? So really really get into a system of belief that anything is possible. The levels of this, just so everybody can write down the levels, right? The highest level is the imaginator or the creator. You could just put creator. The next level is the communicator. The next level under that is the managerial. So that's the manager. The bottom level, which is most people, 98.9, I think it is, % of people work at the implementation level, y'all. So when they talk about the 1%, it's literally understanding that, all you got to do is work higher, create a business. So one hack I'm going to give y'all right now that you could do if you already have a business, what you could do is this. Oh, I'm sorry. The last one was implementer, right? So creator, communicator, manager, implementer. This is one hack. When Smitty gets you that 15K or that 30K, this is what you could do with this. What you could do with that, you could use that funding to hire a person for an entire year. If you use that funding to hire a person for an entire year to duplicate your results, what type of results can you get? Put it in the chat for me right now. Put it in the chat.
You giving us some game. That's
my bad, bro. I'm
gonna
leave it alone.
Nah, keep going.
I'm
That's
leave
the
it
hack.
alone.
That's the real hack right there. For real.
I'm gonna leave it
That's
alone,
real life right there.
I'm just telling you how to think higher, because some people, they're gonna use that funding, they're gonna get some sneakers and get a car, get all this other stuff. But I'm telling you, if you use that funding to hire somebody, oh man, you're out of this. You're on the next level. But we'll get to all of that. And Ramel, Boone, and Smitty will show you exact steps and keys. We jam-packing you this entire week. So once again, in this next 5 days, you will have done more work in his last 5 days than you have in the last 5 months. And I promise you it'll be fun. So that's what I want everybody to walk away with: being fun, being free, being a person that can give yourself permission to take care of what's necessary. And that's becoming the best version of you. And we'll continue to rock. Tomorrow, we will definitely get on another call, 8:30 a.m. sharp. We'll go to 9. And then one of these days we'll do an extension call, and that's just for anybody who just want to stay on and get some extra value, because we would love to provide extra value. Once again, I'm Sean Crewmate, aka the Mindset Mogul. I'm here to help you take your mindset, turn it into a tool set to create cash flow and assets. And once again, to remind you, you are the star of your movie. So if you're feeling any pain, guess what? Pain is part of the picture. It's only about thinking bigger, thinking higher. Peace, love, and beautiful energy. Sending everybody love and happiness. I want to see you execute today. Also, be active in that Facebook group. Ramel, what we want to give them some homework, right? Give them some homework.
Yeah. We're going to give y'all a lot of homework, so I hope y'all ready for it, right? Y'all had homework last night, so for today, the homework is this, right? I want y'all to go in that Facebook group. I want you to go live, and when you go live, I want you to let us know what did you do today that you never that you just was holding back on, right? I want you to give yourself permission to do something today that you just didn't do because some type of obstacle, right? I want you to get it done and then go in the Facebook group, go live and talk about what you've done and how did you feel by giving yourself permission to do that. It could be something as simple as just joining this challenge, right? Like it was something that you probably always wanted to do, and this is the time to just do it, right? So, but I want you to go in that Facebook group today, go live and talk about it, and also encourage anybody that is not on the morning call, let them know that they need to be on these morning accountability calls, because this is how we prepare you for the day, and then we lead it up with the night. It's like, it's a method to this madness, and you're going to get it at the end of this. But in order to truly get to a level of success, your entire environment has to be strong, right? So it's a reason why we want you to go to sleep thinking about it, and we want you to wake up right with too. Because if you go to sleep with the game and the plays and the energy, and you wake right up, like your day is going to be on a different level. Like I promise y'all, today y'all going to move at a different step. Like you're going to move at a different type of energy. So imagine just 5 days straight and then keeping that same intensity. So go in the Facebook group, go live, give yourself permission to do something that you did not do, and talk about it on the Facebook group. And let's go, y'all. Let's get out of here. We'll see y'all 7 p.m. Coach Crew. Drop your Instagram. Anybody that don't know Coach Crew, I want y'all to go follow him, Mindset Mogul Crew on Instagram. And we'll see y'all tonight, Q&A, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go!
Let's get it!
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace, love, and beautiful.